Okay. You were grocery shopping and they already had advent calendars? Oh yeah. No, that is not surprising to me at all. Those have been for sale for weeks now. It is very windy. Yep. It was storming earlier. Or at least it seemed like it was storming. Okay. Cruising along, man. I'm quite happy with how this is going. We are going to be covering that to, or with like a little bit of a color there. To make it a bit less messy, but What is this background song? That noise in the background is kind of creeping me out. It's creepy me? Aw. It's a bit creepy me. That's not what I meant. So there's a bit of a section over here that is just ugly. Yeah, the Amersfoort Warhammer shop is absolutely tiny. You have to have conversations with other people that are inside of that store. You kind of need to. Human interaction. Ugh, it's the worst. Have you guys ever talked to humans before? The worst. What's going on, Ramuko? Hello, hello. Barnacle Bot, Kazi Jun. I think some of you were already here actually, but welcome. Stiffling some of those smudges away. Sweeping some of the smudges under the rug. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do a tiny little bit of wildwood at the front. How about human interaction while role-playing other people? Like maybe with like dice and like Dungeons and Dragons type of setups? How long do you think this model will take to complete? We're getting there. We're getting there. I have done the vast majority of the mini. The base obviously will take a while and like there's a little bit of work still left, but I'm very happy with how this one is turning out so far, buddy. It's been many hours of painting so far, but yeah. I'm having a good time. I'm trying to make, you know, like I said, this is the best mini that I've painted so far. And I think it is, when we're done. I'm pretty proud of how this one is going so far. Okay. I'm thinking maybe adding a tiny little bit of the original base color back in, which is Wasteland Clay. That will probably give me the tone on the skin that I'm hoping for. I'm kind of a little bit in between colors right now. That's a much more, whatever this is, like an ochre tan type of. Yeah, I think that's better. Ochre tan. Ochre tan? Yo, light switch.
Low, hot, low, hot, low, hot, low, hot, low, hot, low, hot, low, hot.
Thank you, dude. What is low hot? What's low hot today? Maybe I should ask. It is September, by the way, for those of you tuning in right now. Meaning that you can get a very significant discount on your subscription. Plus, for the next couple days, Twitch are also including 20% additional subs to gift subs. Which is kind of cool. Kind of cool, not gonna lie. September, you mean it's already Christmas? No. Too early for that, dude. In with the selling out. No, I don't want to be a sellout, no. But I would also kind of be a bad streamer if I didn't mention it, right? Okay. Next month will be October, and October is your birthday month? A birthday month? That doesn't make any sense. October is also my birthday month. Guys, every stream in October will be a birthday stream. That's how it goes. It is my birthday month. I don't make the rules. It's my birth month. All the best people are born in October. Yeah. True. Like who else? Either way, I agree. Happy birthday, Lowko? No. Too early, way too early. Way too early. How about now, Lowko? Now is my birthday. No, it's still not my birthday. It's almost my birthday month though. It's almost my birth month. My birth season. We're already in my birth season, chat. We're already in my birth time zone at the very least. Up until recently, we weren't yet in my birth time zone, but now we are. Actually, are we? No, we're not in my birth time zone. Fuck! We still have to change time zones. I was getting so excited, chat. This was actually the worst as a kid. As a kid, I would oftentimes have to wait an extra hour until my birthday Because the time zone would change like right before my birthday. Was not a fan of that as a kid. The clocks change on the 27th. Unless you're in America, then it's different. Americans like to do things a little bit differently. That's okay. You came back from the Genshin special program? English dubs suck hard, so they make an NPC host special program? Alright. Ubu. These little dribbly bits are going to be green. You still observe daylight savings in Europe? I thought you'd have to get rid of that. No, we were gonna get rid of it. Like, they passed a law in the European Union, if I'm not mistaken, that we are gonna abolish it, but I don't know if I can know what happened there. I don't know what the next step is, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to get rid of it, but here we are. Yeah, they've been talking about getting rid of it for a very long time. I think they will get rid of it. But the only question is when. Not in the UK though. The US got rid of it, and then in the 70s they brought it back? What? Why would you bring back daylight savings? We should also just have one universal clock, guys. Everybody just has a universal clock. Time zones are an outdated concept. Just get one clock for everybody. We just use UTC. Everybody now knows exactly what's going on all over the place. It will make life way easier. Except the date changes at some hour in the middle. That's okay. Sounds like a problem for people who don't live at UTC 0. It's okay, we can decide what UTC 0 is. Whichever country complains the most gets UTC 0. It'll be the same time all over the world, but not the same date. No, we can set that too, right? We'll just have to decide what the center of the Earth is. What is the middle of Earth? But then a new date can start in the middle of the afternoon. Yeah. No worries. GMT, obviously. Very convenient for you, Bunny. Very convenient. It would be kind of nice though if we all had like one time zone. Or maybe like one time zone for the entirety of Europe. One time zone per continent. How about that? Every continent get one time zone. Yeah, maybe you're right, Ramble. What about the rest of the world just takes the Dutch time zone instead? I feel like that would solve a lot of issues. Yeah, China already does that. China already observes only one time zone for the entire country. The rest of the world uses multiple time zones for China, which is kind of interesting. Also, very confusing. I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow over here, or a little bit of a sepia wash on the yellow. That's gonna mellow it out a little bit, make it a bit more orangey. I mean, it looks quite yellowy on stream, but it's actually a bit more orangey in person. I'm gonna dab that as well on all of the little yellow spots that we got. Maybe most of this section, to be honest, because this section is just being a pain in the ass. I don't know why this section's so ugly. It's lacking shading. Maybe that's why I've never really liked this area. Maybe that'll make it a little bit better. Some more on the extreme recesses, maybe? Is that a good idea? Eurasia gets one time zone, America gets one, Antarctica gets one? Sure. Those polar bears are really gonna enjoy that time zone. It's gonna change their entire life. Now, all I'm saying is time zones do feel like a shitty concept. That doesn't really... I'm not sure what the best solution is, don't get me wrong, but... since most of us operate on, you know, an international level, at least on some extent, with like, you know, even like game releases and, you know, for example, live stream schedules, but also like movies and like everything else. Yeah, we should make the Earth flat again. I agree. If the Earth was flat, this would never be a problem. Well said. This pouch can get a little bit of a little touch up too. We gotta get back to a singular continent. That's a great idea. Make Pangea great again. Literally. Pangea was pretty boggers, yeah. All my homies love Pangea. Thank you, Belly. I've been trying. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm happy with how everything is coming along. I still think the shield is too shiny. I'm gonna hit it with another layer of a matte varnish. Zoomers don't know about the land bridge. True, dude. You know what I found out about the other day? Apparently, upon the time that they were building the Great Pyramids. Oh, thank you so. Apparently, there were still mammoths on Earth. Apparently, there's a little island where the final mammoths on Earth lived because there were no humans. But no worries, we got there eventually. And upon the humans' arrival, the mammoths also disappeared. Get fucked, mammoths. How nice is that? Mammoth suit, no chance. Okay. So hopefully this is gonna remove the gloss there. I don't like the gloss there. Same for this section. I don't want there to be gloss on my wood. Don't take that out of context. I want matte wood, is what I'm saying. Because the rest of the mini is pretty matte. Okay. You matte, bro? You sound made it pretty matte right now, bro. Cleopatra would have been a DJ streamer if she lived in 2024. True, dude. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna add a tiny little bit of aerial yellow. We're gonna be streaming for maybe, or we're gonna be painting for maybe another 10 minutes, then we'll do some StarCraft. Tiny little bit of aerial yellow on the center of these little boil mark things. Just to highlight them a bit. Okay. Because they have a bit of a brownish, vaguish color over them right now. Plus, this is the color I used on the Glotkin, which turned out pretty nice. I actually used a lot of Yanden yellow on the Glotkin, but I don't think it's really necessary. Like this, it looks fine. You can't just come in the chat and say these sort of things, Gogary. You get me excited. Like, I immediately wonder if there's been an announcement. I would lose my mind if that's true. Okay. I think I'm gonna do like the central highlight here on the yellow boils with a little bit of the Screaming Skull again. I saw Duncan do this in his video. It looked nice, even though it seems a bit weird, but he like stippled on a little bit of grayish brownish color in the middle of these yellow marks. I mean, I would ASO, but that's because I guess a lot of my livelihood depends on StarCraft. But I do agree that you would have to be a little bit cautious about new Blizzard announcements, that's for sure. Hey! This really is coming along, guys. Ay, ay, ay. What a mini. Whew. They did announce a new $40 Reinhardt skin? Yo! Huge! New $40 Reinhardt skin? Fuck me, dude. I was already excited, but now I can barely contain myself. I love paying $40 for skins. Hype? It is, Mickey. It is a dangerous thing. We're gonna be painting the tentacle a little bit. I love painting tentacles. $40 for a skin is insane, isn't it? People are complaining on the the Stormgate subreddit about optional cosmetics in that game for like $10. And then Blizzard is like, yo, $40 skin, baby! People are like, $20 for a campaign set, a co-op hero, new maps, multiplayer update. Like, that's insane. I can't do that. And in the meantime, Blizzard. Fuck me. Actually insane. You can't always listen to the guys on Reddit. It's a dangerous thing as a game developer. Oh shit. I want to paint the base of the tentacle a little bit more pinkish. Maybe the entire tentacle. I'm gonna blend it out a little bit. Why do I assume it's guys on Reddit? Guys is a pretty gender neutral term, isn't it? What's the alternative? Folks? Folks on Reddit? I've been painting since February. Folks? Folks probably is better. You're right. I do autopilot to using guys, but yeah, you're probably right. We're getting there, man. I'm also very happy that this camera lens is listening to what I wanted to do, guys. You personally prefer the word humans? What if we assume Redditors are guys because they're dumb? Maybe, in my mind, guys is relatively gender neutral, but yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. I probably should be using a different word. What would be the best alternative? Oh, I'm actually gonna take a tiny little bit of this. We're gonna add a bit to the stretched skin over here again, too. Aliens? I mean, it is Reddit. There's a good chance a bunch of the people responding there are bots. I want to do a small circle, I think, in the center of the eyeball. I think that's the last thing I'll do. We'll do a little bit of the eyeball and then we'll go from there. I mean, we're honestly getting there to a point where I'm nearly done with this mini, guys. I've been having a really good time painting this guy, I'm not gonna lie. It's been really fun. Okay, so I want to do a little tiny bit of red, like a darker... honestly, I don't think I really need it. Nah, I've already painted it quite red. I wrote down that I was going to do this in a different way, but I think it's already been done. I want to do a little bit of a bright red, I think. So maybe a... let me see. A little bit of Blood Angels. What will be next? I haven't decided yet. I'm open to suggestions. If you guys have a mini that you would really like to see painted, I mean, I may not listen to you, but still, I'm open to suggestions, honestly. A Dreadnought would be fun. I agree, a Dreadnought would be fun. This one will still, like, I will still have to do the entire base, right? So it's still... I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it tomorrow. Probably not, to be honest. So, some of these areas will still take a while. The Triumph of St. Catherine. That is one hell of a mini. Hard to even call that a mini. That's a whole group of them. What's going on, Lulo? The pipe organ tank used by the Sisters of Battle? Somebody said it was Orktober. Almost. I've never heard of the term Orktober before, but I like it. Thank you, Lolo. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of my Nurgle's Rot. We'll have to do a couple of coats of this while we're waiting for the eyeball socket to dry. This is Nurgle's Rot, which is a puke-colored paint. It dries very grossly. I think I'm gonna dilute it down so I can add a little bit more control. But it's got like little bits. There's like bits in this paint. Isn't that lovely? So there's a little bit of a spill coming out of his mouth. I can show you guys what I'm currently considering, okay? I already talked about it a little bit at the start of the stream, but there weren't that many people watching yet. We can have a little bit of a look. There's a few that I am considering, but it's easier if I show you pictures. Buy them all, Lowko? It's a bit much, eh? I think I'm also gonna grab a little bit of blood for the blood god. You're a billionaire, what's the problem? No. Do you have your tools uploaded somewhere to see if some of the brushes are tools? I do not currently, Lolo. I have a setup page for my gaming setup. I will update my website for that at some point in the future, but I haven't yet. But if you have any specific questions about what I use, I am more than happy to talk about my thought process and, you know, give you the rundown. I'm by no means an expert though, because I'm pretty new to all of this, but... Okay, this is a bit of a bloody paint. And with a bit, I mean a lot. I think I'm gonna just stipple it into some of these bruises to make it look a little bit more bloody. These open wounds. Bloody hell. The handle is pretty good and I'm looking for a set of brushes to start with. Ooh, okay. So it depends on how much you want to spend per brush. There's a lot of different variety out there. I have been really liking these brushes by a brand called Rosemary & Co. They're pretty easy to come by where I live, but from what I understand, they're a little trickier if, say, for example, you're in the States. They don't have to... I think the hair that they use is some sort of import issue. But I think these are pretty sick. So this is the Series 33 by them. I know a lot of people use Winsor & Newton. Series 7, I think, from there. There's some folks that use Raphael 8404. There's quite a few different brands out there, and it seems to be mostly personal preference. Now, I like these because they're, like I said, pretty easy to come by in my area, but also at the same time, they're relatively affordable. So these are about, I think this one, like this size, is like €9 each. The larger ones get more expensive. The smaller ones are a little bit cheaper. But I try to take good care of the brushes so they last quite a long time. The main difference though between brushes is whether or not like they're using animal hair. So this is using animal hair. Or if you want to use synthetic. In general, synthetics are considered to be a little bit of a lesser quality, but they're usually also much cheaper. Now they have some high-end synthetics these days that are supposedly really good. But yeah, it seems like most of it is personal preference, and a lot of it comes down to budget and availability in your zone, your region. I should probably make a list though of everything that I actually use. But I also experiment a lot, you know? I kind of find it very fun to like use a variety of and figure out what I enjoy the best. One of the more popular miniature painting like paint brands as of late is Artis Opus. I have never used those, but I know a lot of people really like them. I They're quite expensive, so I don't really know exactly how much, like whether or not that's worth it. Some people love them though, but... Okay, nice, Gabe, thank you. Artis Opus are like 20, 25 euro a pop. Something like that, I think. Maybe a little less. I've given them a shot, but... I do recommend if you're getting started and you don't have any of this, I do recommend using this type of thing. There's a couple of different versions of it, but this is a brush cleaner, which is basically, it's like a shampoo for brushes. You can also like, there's a lot of different ways you can do it, but I do think keeping it conditioned is very important because it makes a big difference. It's very glossy, man. Look at the gloss that we added to some of these wounds. That's the blood for the blood god. That's a lot of shine, I like that. You can lick them clean as well, absolutely. I'm gonna add one tiny little drop of Fire Dragon Bright in the middle of the eyeball, and then we're going from there. Dude, I've been changing a lot of stuff, Remuko. This is still a work in progress. I can take a picture of you, or if you like. That's too much, I don't need that much. Dang it. I'm not gonna be able to put it back to the bottle. I just need like a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit. You've heard the Citadels are pretty good. I think I will start with those. So Citadel is okay, so there's a bit of a love-hate relationship with different paint brands. A lot of the official tutorials and a lot of the official guides, well, all of the official work will use Citadel paints, because Citadel is owned by Games Workshop, who makes these miniatures. So naturally they use their own brands. I think one of the easiest things you can do is look up a YouTube tutorial of somebody who like painted the mini you're looking at painting. Maybe don't buy all of the paints they use, because some of the guys will switch paints every 3 seconds that they paint something, which is a bit unnecessary. But look at what they use and try to follow along step by step. I think that's probably the easiest way to get into it without getting super tilted. A lot of the mini painting enthusiasts have kind of moved away from using Citadel paints, but some of them still use tons of them, so you know, you can't really go that wrong or whatever. But it does seem like the price to performance ratio of Citadel is not quite as good as some of the competitors. This handle is from a brand called Redgrass. Redgrass Games. Again, I'm not affiliated with any of these companies, by the way. Just to let you guys know, like I don't know anybody at any of these companies. This is just my own personal research here. No, this is certainly not an ad. I wish it was an ad. Tiny little bit of Fire Dragon Bright. It would be kind of sick if, like, I don't know how many miniature content creators there are, or how many of those brands look at socials, but it would be cool to do some sponsor work for some mini painters, or painting companies, whatever. That'd be sick. Okay, I think that's where I'm gonna be wrapping it up for today, but honestly, the miniature is nearly finished now. I'm really liking this. We have to do the blade still and some weathering and whatnot on all of the metal. So the metal is currently a little bit too shiny. Like the blade is still, I mean, it's okay. The blade is getting there, but I'm very happy with how this is coming along. I think I'll also spend a bit of time on the base though. I want to do a good job on the base rather than just smacking a bunch of contrast paints on there. I think I'm going to paint it a little bit differently. I also have to do the hooves and maybe some of the highlights on the horse. Like we still have a good bit of work left to do on this guy, but dirty armor and a shining blade is sick. Yeah, maybe it's not that bad of a deal. Not that bad of an idea, but. The other day you recommended Duncan Rhodes Painting Academy. I've seen some of his videos, they're pretty good. Yeah, so Duncan Rhodes, he uses a lot of paints in his newer videos from a brand called Too Thin Coats, which is his own brand. So you gotta, a lot of people have their own shit and they're affiliated with other companies, so you gotta take some of the stuff with a grain of salt. Too Thin Coats supposedly is amazing. I haven't used any of it, but you do want to keep that in mind. You're in Spain? There's a painting brand called Vallejo, or Vallejo, I guess, is how you should pronounce it. I believe they're a Spanish company. They are considered to be absolute top tier paints. They're, I have one of them, but that's all I have. But this is a really good white, Vallejo? Is that how you pronounce it? I think so. These are considered to be really, really good. So take that for what it's worth, I guess. There's a lot of, if you look online, there's a lot of like paint comparison charts. There's also like YouTube videos about this. Hey, thank you, Lo. Appreciate it. Let me show you. There's like a bunch of YouTube videos on that sort of stuff too, but there's also like a bunch of apps. So saying, for example, I don't know, like, so I have a paint or an app that I like to use called Paint Rack. Again, not affiliated with anything, I'm just showing you. Say, for example, you want to find, I don't know, like Vampire Fang, right? Which is one of the paints from Too Thin Coats. You can click on that thing and then click on the little dropper icon and it will give you other paints from other brands that would be the equivalent. So the closest equivalent, for example, of like a regular paint for Vallejo would be that one, or for the army painter, the closest equivalent would be Grotesque Green. Or it's not 100% accurate, there is a little bit of a mess there, but you can get like relatively close if you want to compare paint brands. And there's a lot of like comparison charts too. All right, so for Ramuko's question, I guess I'll take a picture with my phone too, and I will do some StarCraft casting. So I've been changing my setup for this mini painting as of late, and I added an entire extra desk to my gaming setup. So excuse the cable management because I haven't done any of it yet because it's still a work in progress. So this is where we are at right now. So this is the gaming setup that's been here the entire time. And I can move this desk or this monitor over here on an arm, which has my stream output over there, and there's like chat over there too, although I also have you guys on the laptop. And I basically added a desk over here and then a camera like this. So I have this overhead camera dangling from above. And this is connected in with my computer that is right over there in the corner. So that's how I've got it right now. I am still changing stuff to it. Like I changed some stuff to the setup for like literally today, but it looks like a lab. Does it? I've been really liking this setup. It's been really wonderful to have everything in one room. I've been really liking it. Anyways, guys, the end of like day 7 or so of me painting this miniature. Now, probably more like day 20. It is coming along. So I've been trying to reduce a lot of shine on the Mini. I think most of the shine on the shield, I mean, it's mostly gone. There could still be a bit more, I guess, but that's okay. But I do want to have shine in the wounds. So the little blood in every single one of those horse's skin wounds, I think that's looking pretty good. The eyeball of the horse, I also like that. We have some drips coming out of his face now. It's getting there, guys. It's getting there. Nice. Today we're doing jazz and mini painting, chat. What a beautiful day. I have been making a lot of progress with the Harbinger of Decay. To the point where we're getting close to finishing it. I am very happy with how this thing has turned out, although I was looking at it off stream yesterday, and I realized that I actually painted a little section right over here. I wasn't sure what it was. I think it's skin. I assumed that it was tattered cloth, but I'm pretty sure it's horse skin. So I'm gonna have to relayer some of that with the original base coat, because I painted it like it was green. It's not supposed to be green. Pretty sure it's not supposed to be green, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of changing there, but it looks gruesome. Yeah, we've been making it look pretty gruesome. I also want to highlight some of the wounds. Like, I've made the wounds a lot more woundy. The wounds feel very woundy at the moment, which is good. That's what we're going for. But I think some of the wounds can use a little bit, like especially this one over here on the leg. They can use a little bit of a touch-up, I think. Like, just a little hint of pink in there would go a long way. So we're gonna use a little bit of pink horror, I guess, to get started. You feel severely underdressed for this stream? I get that, dude. Everybody watching my stream is actually wearing a suit. You didn't get the memo? What's going on, Vesper? I am feeling pretty great, can't complain. Where is... I need a tissue. Hold up. Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. No, I'm the streamer. I don't have to be overly dressed. You guys, though, have to be very dressed up for this. You're wearing just perfume today? Damn. That's a fashion statement, Diaboli. Just perfume? Fuck.